When we mock women as Karens, we mock ourselves. Somewhere along the line, we decided that calling a woman a Karen was funny. We turned it into a meme, a punchline for women who speak up, ask for respect, or refuse to stay quiet. The truth is, no one likes to sit with. Every time we mock a woman using her voice, we help keep all women small. Karen started as a name and it became shorthand for entitlement. Pushy, loud, unreasonable woman. But it didn't stay there. Like language always does, it evolves and not for the better. Now, any woman who questions something, who says no, who challenges a system, can get slapped with that label. It's policing in disguise. It's a reminder that even now, there's still a right and a wrong way for women to use their voices. Too quiet, too weak, too loud, you're a Karen. Now that's how patriarchy works. It keeps us too busy second guessing ourselves to keep growing into our power, and that's what they want. So yes, words shape culture. Culture shapes our belief, and our beliefs shape behavior. When we buy into the casual cruelty of mocking women, even in jest, we reinforce the idea that women should stay in their lane. Words aren't neutral. They vibrate, they carry frequency, and every time Karen is thrown out there as an insult, it chips away at women's collective confidence. We talk about raising women up, and yet we laugh when one dares to stand tall. That's not empowerment, that's self-sabotage, and it's disguised as humor, and it's bullshit. Why do we need to check ourselves? It's so easy to join the pile, and it feels safe to blend in with the crowd. The reality is, we can't claim to want equality when using language that tears us down. The next time you see a woman be called a Karen, pause, ask yourself, what's really happening here? Is she being unreasonable or just uncomfortable to those who are used to women staying silent? When women hold boundaries, ask for fairness, or call out poor behavior, that's not entitlement, that's leadership. And she's allowed to express it. In midlife, we spent decades being told to be nice. Don't rock the boat, Jen. Don't rock the boat. You're too emotional. Don't draw attention. Shh. Be quiet. Fuck that. Here we are, wiser than ever, and watching a culture that still punishes women for the very confidence it claims to celebrate. This is the time of the present day wise woman, the voice that doesn't apologize, the presence that doesn't shrink. If we let fear of labels silence us, we hand back the power our mothers and our grandmothers and those before them have fought for. Our words hold power, and we must stop putting ourselves down. We do it even without noticing. Oh, you look tired. Oh, I let myself go. Oh, I'm hopeless. I'm hopeless with exercise. Oh, it's okay. I'm just getting old. What? Each tiny sentence sounds harmless, even humble. But every time one of those words lands somewhere inside us, and our words don't just describe reality, they create it. Energetically, words hold power, and our body is listening. Every cell, every hormone, every neuron is constantly eavesdropping on the stories that we tell ourselves and the world. When you say I'm exhausted, your body doesn't argue, it complies. When you say I'm strong and healing, it starts reorganizing towards that truth. And it's not wishful thinking, it's hard-ass science and biology. Neuroplasticity, hormones, and even immune response shift with language and thought. The words we choose are chemical commands in our body. So when we mock ourselves, our age, our thighs, our energy, our wrinkles, we're not being funny. We're reinforcing the belief that we're less than we were. The body believes it. We need to break this cycle. Women are trained to downplay everything, our beauty, our brilliance, our boundaries. We've learned that self-depreciation is the safest form of acceptance. How fucking crazy is that? Say it before someone else does and you'll soften the blow. Bullshit. All it does is keep us small. It's generational. I get it. Our mothers did it, their mothers did it too. And it's our turn to break that cycle. We can choose to end this because the minute a wise woman stops mocking herself, she becomes magnetic. Not because she's perfect, but because she's done apologizing for existing. And that certainty in herself, that's attractive. People are seeking certainty. People are seeking real. And yet here we are masking everything. At the time of our lives, we should be celebrating it all. How do we reframe it? Catch the language. And look, I get it. I know I did it in the past. I really did. And nowadays I call it out. I talked about Karen's in my TED talk. I think it's one of the worst things that we've done to ourselves over the last few years. I call out the bullshit around people putting other people down, particularly women, and particularly women putting themselves down. We need to catch the language, change it one sentence at a time without adding guilt. So as you do catch yourself saying something that's been a put down to yourself in the past or to someone else, instead of going, oh, fucking done it again, it's another put down, doesn't help. Just go, got that, got it. I've caught that one and I'm going to reframe it. And so imagine instead of saying, oh, I'm getting old, you say, yeah, I'm growing seasoned. Or instead of saying, I've lost my spark, say, the spark's evolving. Instead of, oh, I'm so tired. What if you said, I'm ready to rest and restore? Tiny swaps and profound shifts in our physiology. If you're into aromatherapy, I love it. Essential oils are an awesome way to work with our body because they have physical uses and emotional. And most people only know about the physical uses. My whole aromatherapy insight cards that I created and all the work that I teach around the world about aromatherapy is all about the emotional side of essential oils. It's interesting because scent works directly on the limbic system of our brain. That's our emotional brain. That's it. Our emotions are linked into our sense of smell. Now, we can pair words with oils and the body can rewire faster. So this is a few of my favorites. If you're into aromatherapy, get one or all of these. Geranium. Geranium essential oil we use to balance out self-judgment and it helps to open up the heart. Now, rose essential oil we use to help bring down those walls that we've built up around our heart to help us feel safe when we've been hurt in the past. The thing is, when the walls are there, we totally miss out on really connecting in life. So we want to bring those walls down, but bring them down safely. Rose oil helps us do that. Just a drop over your heart. Simple. Frankincense is grounding and it restores connection to our inner truth. And then sweet orange just brings lightness and joy back into our self-talk and to ourselves. So if you're into aromatherapy, drop on the palms of your hands, rub them together. Big breath in. Use affirmations. I'm such a big fan of affirmations. It's why I created my guided visualizations that are on my website. I use affirmations and visualizations all the time. This is one I use. My words build me up, not break me. I get stronger every day. So it's time to stop joining in on the jokes that keep us down, even the ones aimed at ourselves. Because our language is our lineage. It does. What we do, our kids learn. They learn and repeat. We've learned it from those who've come before us, and we can choose to make it more positive and work for us instead of against us. So every time we choose kind of words about our bodies, our faces, our stories, we heal something ancient in us. So the next time you catch yourself saying, I can't, I'm not enough, whatever it is, stop. Take a breath. Choose words that honor who you're becoming. Because the world doesn't change when women are perfect. It changes when women speak into themselves and speak their truth. And when we speak from our heart, we speak our truth. When we call a woman Karen or let someone else call a woman Karen, we don't just insult her. We wound the part of ourselves that's still learning to stand tall. Let's stop mocking the voice of the woman who speaks up and let's start honoring her. Because every time a woman uses her voice, she makes it safer for the rest of us to use ours. Go the Karens, I say, and I choose to reframe that a Karen is a fucking legendary woman who's strong enough to use her voice unapologetically. And that's how we rise, one unapologetic truth at a time.